The only thing that I could pull up was Jewish race. So I basically read it, and it said, the Jews are not a race. See what is Judaism. Are Jews a race? Glossary of Jewish terminology. Before I decided to check it, Judaizer was only found in my Catholic encyclopedia. So I checked that book first. This is what it had to say about the term. Now, to save a lot of pages, it was nearly almost 11 pages long, and I didn't really feel like going through it, so I picked out one small paragraph to describe the phrase. This is what the small bit of the Catholic encyclopedia had to say about the word. Aodizo, to adopt Jewish customs. The first verse, ironically, is Esther chapter 8, verse 17. And again, ironically, because of Webster's, the only other verse is Galatians chapter 2, verse 14. I thought that was funny. It says, a party of Jewish Christians in the early church who either held that circumcision and observance of the Mosaic law were necessary for salvation, and in consequence wished to impose them on the Gentile converts, just like they tried to in Acts 15, or who at least considered them as still obligatory on the Jewish Christians. Although the apostles had received the command to announce the gospel to all the nations, they and their associates addressed themselves at first only to Jews, converts to Judaism, and Samaritans, that is, to those who were circumcised and observed the laws of Moses. That was basically it. One thing I wanted to point out before I moved on was that, does anyone remember I kept on saying that, I was reading all these texts, and the only thing that stuck out to me was that you had to make a physical act and a verbal vow to become a Jew. That is something I came to realize. And now, here it is, history is confirming these biblical findings of mine. So, back to the Jewish glossary of terminology. I went to the only section that I was only led to, which was, are Jews a race? This comes from a PDF which was about 150 to 200 pages that you can download off of jewfac.org. Judaism 101. Jews are clearly not a race. Race is a genetic distinction and refers to people with shared ancestry and shared genetic traits. You can't change your race. It's in your DNA. I can never become black or Asian no matter how much I want to. Common ancestry is not required to be a Jew. Many Jews worldwide share common ancestry, as known by genetic research. However, you can be a Jew by converting. Thus, although I could never become black or Asian, blacks and Asians have become Jews. Sammy Davis Jr. and Connie Chung. So, the basic conclusion that I can only come to is that neither beliefs nor shared beliefs produce races of people.